Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for attending this session. We're going to be looking at what it's like to study for a PhD in economics at the University of Leicester, and we'll look at a few other areas as well. My name's Corin, and I'm going to take you through the first couple of minutes of the session before I hand over to Sabir, who will talk a bit more about the PhD program itself. So over the next hour or so, we hope to cover three main areas. The first is to provide you with an overview of the type of support, careers and otherwise, that's available to you. The second and the main aim of the entire session is to provide you with a good understanding of what is involved in studying for a PhD in economics at the University of Leicester. We will also tell you about opportunities for funding and how the application process operates. Sabir Boza will cover much of this in a few minutes. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we'll hear from some current PhD students who are really in the best position to tell us what it's like to undertake an economics PhD at Leicester. There are refreshments available, so I hope that will help to keep us all going till the end of the session. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. This is me, Corin Grant. My role is as the Student Support Manager in the department. I see students for many different reasons, sometimes relating to concerns about their academic studies, sometimes about personal problems that they might need help with, or just to talk about how they can make the most of their time at university. I often see students about their career development aims, and that's one of the areas I want to talk about today. You can find me in room 205 in the Astley Clark building, that's on the second floor, or you can email me on KG53. I'm usually able to see students within a day or two, and I'm always happy for students to drop by my office. I work to provide information and guidance in lots of different ways, including workshops, presentations, information sessions like this one today, and one-to-one consultations. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you in person today, but I've had to fly over to Canada, which is where I'm from, to attend a family event. So thinking about career development and employability, let's think about what we already know about postgraduates. Well, we certainly know that a postgraduate degree confers a clear economic advantage. Postgraduates tend to attain significantly higher salaries than those who only have a first degree, which is obviously very good news for you. And as you can see from this quote above, from the Council for Industry and Higher Education, employers also very much welcome postgraduates because of the specific specialist knowledge that they often have. They also will expect a postgraduate to be better at thinking independently and have a certain level of maturity. But that doesn't mean that employers are not looking for exactly the same generic skills that they seek in undergraduates. And that's one of the things I want to turn my attention to next. When we're talking about generic skills, what we mean is the types of skills that you can develop in one particular environment and then apply again in another new context. So for example, you may well have developed some very key time management skills through your studies at the university. Or you may have developed team working skills through some part-time work that you've been doing. It's very important that you can then articulate to an employer that you can use these skills when you enter the full-time workplace. And it's that ability of articulating your skills and the ability to develop these skills which the university is keen to help support you in. The university has a central careers service which provides information, advice and guidance in a huge variety of formats. So this could take the form of a CV feedback session in which you provide your CV and receive feedback on it. It could take the form of a mock interview or a one-to-one guidance consultation session with a professional careers advisor. There are also centralized events like employer networking events, careers fairs, skills workshops, all sorts of things that you can take advantage of as part of the central program that the Career Service offers. In addition, the Career Service also offer volunteering programs. They have a whole team devoted to providing volunteering opportunities for students and a team devoted to enterprise activities and work-related learning. So there really is quite a lot to gain from going to visit the Career Service. This is a screenshot of the front page of the website, and I'd just like to draw your attention to the three boxes in the middle. So I don't know if you can read that from where you're sitting, but the first one says, succeed in your studies. The second one, gain experience. And the third, develop your career. And these are the three aims, the three sort of themes that the Career Service offers, because they recognise that whilst gaining experience and developing your career are really part of employability, succeeding in your studies has to be the foundation. And so they also offer, as part of the learning development team, they offer you sessions on how to write your dissertation, how to do references appropriately, how to avoid plagiarism, and all of those things you may also find useful as part of developing employability skills. Now, in the department, we're also trying to provide specialised support for our students. So as I've said before, I offer one-to-one appointments, and one of the reasons I do this is because I get a much better understanding of what the issues for students are. And that means that I can have a better understanding of what kind of general events I can be offering to all students, or specific events that I could offer to first years, finalists, or postgraduates. I'd like to draw your attention to a couple of events that are coming up soon. The first is Tuesday, May the 15th, in which we're going to be offering a careers and alumni event for postgraduates. So at this event, we hope to provide some content that will help you understand what you need to do to prepare for employment, how you can make the most of the skills that you've developed through your dissertation and through your studies, and indeed make the most of the skills that you've developed in other areas of your life. And there'll also be an opportunity to talk to alumni who have gone on to careers in various companies, and you'll get a better sense of what it's like to apply the information that you've learned and studied while at university in the real workplace. The second thing I just wanted to mention was that I've launched the first annual Department of Economics Volunteering Challenge. And this challenge is going to be a community event in which students from each year group will organise an event which will take place in June. And staff and students will be invited to attend the event and do something of benefit to the community, but also, hopefully, something that will be quite a lot of fun. So I'll be announcing this in the next few days, and I'll be looking out for students who are interested in getting involved in organising that event. Well, that is about it from me. I hope that I've given you a sense of the kind of support that you can expect to receive both from the university in terms of career support and from the department itself. If you've got any questions, please email me or come and see me in my office. As I said, I'm in Canada at the moment and I won't be back until Monday, so don't try and come and find me until then, please. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to be there today, but I have had a good time trying to figure out how to use this information and present it to you in a way that I hope has been meaningful. I'm going to hand over to Dr. Subir Boza now, who is the Director of PhD Programs and the PhD Admissions Tutor. And Subir will be able to tell you more about the specifics of the PhD program, and then there'll be a chance to speak to some of the current students who can dish the dirt on what it's like to study a PhD in economics at the University of Leicester. Enjoy the rest of the session, and thank you very much for listening.